now we stay on this news. Top U.S. officials briefed all 100 senators in a closed-door session on the strikes against Iran's nuclear sites. The military used 30,000-pound bunker buster bombs to hit 3 facilities last week. Republicans say the strikes dealt a major blow, while Democrats warn the action may be unconstitutional. Senators also caution Iran could have moved enriched uranium before the strikes. A resolution requiring congressional approval for future strikes may be voted on this week. Meanwhile, the Trump administration is slamming U.S. media outlets over reports that question the impact of American strikes on Iran's nuclear sites. President Trump and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth insist the strikes were a total success, decimating and obliterating Iran's nuclear infrastructure during the 12-day conflict with Israel. Meanwhile, the White House is hitting back at Iran's supreme leader, accusing Ayatollah Ali Khamenei of trying to save face. This comes after Khamenei publicly downplayed the damage from recent U.S. strikes on Iran's nuclear sites. Listen in to what White House Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt has said.
We saw the Ayatollah's video, and when you have a totalitarian regime, you have to save face. I think any common sense, open-minded person knows the truth about the precision strikes on Saturday night. They were wildly successful, and it's what led to the ceasefire agreement between Israel and Iran, which the president is very grateful.
Now we go back to our discussion with guest Shruti Dasgupta. She's international affairs expert. Thank you, Shruti, for staying with us. Now we have comments come in regarding U.S.'s strike, and what do we actually know about the real impact of the U.S. strikes? Was it as decisive as the White House claims?
The B-2 bombers did deliver their bunker busters, and those bunker busters, they may not cause a lot of damage over the surface, but they do create sufficient damage to stop the centrifuges, which are a very delicate set of equipment that spin at very high speeds to enrich the uranium. So any kind of a vibration or high level or low level disturbs that particular facility. If the bunker buster, which we see through satellite imagery, has been dropped, it would definitely ensure that those particular sites, Isfahan, Fordo, and Natanz, those 3 sites will definitely not be usable currently. It does push back Iran's nuclear ambitions by many, many years. But does it stop it? No. The only way you can stop any nation's nuclear ambitions is either by ensuring that they do not have access to technology or plans, or you end up having them willingly sign accords which ensure that they will not they will be part of the non-proliferation. But despite filing and despite trying to sanction the nation, despite being part of the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, Iran has continued its ambition. 60% enriched uranium is not for civil use. Its only use is military, and the 60% is a stage which is a preliminary stage towards the 90% enriched uranium, which would be weaponized. So this particular attack was a requirement that needed that an Arab nation does not get its hands on a nuclear weapon. It was a much needed attack. But does it end Iran's nuclear ambitions? No. Does it completely destroy those facilities? No. It restricts their use. They are no longer functional as of now, but they can be repaired and they can be put back in action if Iran is open to is allowed to grow rich again, and the regime continues to be as belligerent towards the needs of humanity and the Arab world. Asuma.
Dasgupta for joining us today and sharing that insight. Now we move on to our next news. French